Hey, I'm back with another video. This dream is a dream I had back in February of 2020. It's been a while now. It was right at the beginning of the pandemic. So in this dream, my husband and I think one or two of our four children were seated at a table. It was like a really nice dining table, and it had an oriental rug underneath it. And we were just sitting there, and my husband and I were on the ends of the table, and we were just looking at each other, and there was candles, like a candelabra, and food and plates and everything on the table. And we were eating, and all of a sudden I look over to the right of me, and I see our cat, and she is trying to claw her way up a cliff, and like up to where we are. And then I realize, wow, we're like on the edge of a cliff. We were seated like 15 feet away from the edge of a cliff, like almost like you were in the Grand Canyon. And I was oblivious to the cliff when I was just enjoying my meal with my husband. And I realized that she was starting to like claw her way up. And I ran over to her to see if I could help her. And I realized that as she was clawing up, there was a really large piece of clear plastic, heavy-duty plastic underneath the oriental rug, underneath our table, us, and everything. And somehow, this little kitten, her clawing up this caused everything that was on top of that plastic sheet just to go over the edge of the cliff. And I remember everything was just getting pulled. And literally, the dream was like the rug got pulled out from underneath us. And as soon as I went over that cliff, it went from being a bright, sunny day to completely pitch black in the sky. And so I'm falling over this cliff, and I'm falling with my back down. And I'm able to kind of turn in the air. I see my oldest child, who's 11, and I see her she's literally a hand's width away from me. I can reach out and touch her. And so I'm falling, and I'm turning my body in the air to look down, and I see that we're over a huge ocean, and we're over these huge choppy waves. And I also see this giant white iceberg right underneath where we're going to be falling. So I reach out and I try to push her out of the way so that when she falls, she won't hit the iceberg. But there's really nothing I can do because we're both falling and there's nothing to push against. So this fall just seemed to go on forever, and then I woke up before I hit the iceberg or the water below. But I think this dream was sort of a look into the future of how, it's going to just feel like everything's just getting ripped out from underneath us. And that's exactly what happened this year in America and to so many people. And it was interesting when I thought about it, being on the oriental rug. So we were kind of like America was sort of resting on the Orient or China. And then somehow everything just got pulled out from underneath both of us, and we went over the edge. So God bless, and have faith. Don't lose faith or hope, and trust in Jesus, because He sees everything. He's watching over us every single day. He's here with us every day. The Holy Spirit is with us. And no matter what we go through, it just does not matter what the devil throws at us. It does not matter, because Christ already overcame on the cross. So if it gets worse, just know that we're getting closer to going home. We're getting closer to the catching away. And I'm not going to live in sorrow or fear. I'm just going to live in faith and hope and trust. And I hope you do the same, because it will make your life much, much better if you just don't look at the wind and the waves, and instead you walk straight out over all of that, straight to Jesus, never losing your focus on Him, and you will live a happier, healthier life in the midst of everything that's going on. It just won't affect your heart and your soul and your mind so much. So focus on Jesus and walk upon, tread upon the water and the waves and the wind and the scorpions and the snakes and just walk right over it. As long as your eyes are fixed on Jesus, you're going to be okay.